I just finished watching episode 7 of The Penguin, and it just keeps getting better and better. So I thought, let me do a review of this. We're gonna go into spoilers and all of that. But yeah, let's go. First and foremost, the way this show is psychologically dealing with the motivations behind why Penguin is doing what he's doing, what type of person he is so well written. The big twist obviously was the fact that he killed his brothers, and he didn't even do it by mistake. He literally knew what he was doing, and the idea that it would possibly relate it to the fact that he was so attached to his mum. We're bringing in a bit of Freud here as well. He was so attached to his mum. He wanted all that attention. He wanted all of that love to be with him and his mum rather than his brothers getting involved. I feel like as well, before the other episodes, there was a sense of me rooting for the Penguin at times. But when I found out that, I was like, yeah, I can't lie. I'm rooting for Sophia Falcone at this point. The way they've shown the relationship between Penguin and his mum, and how that drives and motivates Penguin, and how that at times provides Penguin aspects of empathy, is again really well written. And I don't know what will happen in the next episode. I feel like if they do, they probably will kill off his mum. And I think from there, we'll see Penguin becoming even more unhinged to the point where, he'll become a full-fledged villain. And I think what I really like about this show as well is that, the show shows the psychological underpinnings behind Penguin, but it doesn't shy away from the fact that he is a villain and nothing but a villain. Sophia Falcone is probably my favourite character in the entire series, and I feel like I can't wait to see. Hopefully she doesn't she doesn't die from this in this TV series, in the show. I want to see her interact with Batman and Catwoman. The part where she's with Penguin's mum. Again, there's so much psychological things being done. I really like how Sophia Falcone, for example, she goes through so much trauma. She goes through so many methods of that. She gets institutionalized, for example, and then she obviously goes through that, and then she is able to now use those experiences on another person. And then the fact that she has that doctor with her as well, and how that doctor can use those psychological torture tools or methods on any target that Sophia calls for, is just, again, like the way they're doing it, the way there's so much psychology involved in the show, is just like, I feel like it's really interesting to see. The part, for example, where Penguin's mum has a bit of has an outburst where she ends up envisioning being in the part where she was searching for her sons and it's raining. Again, it's like a psychological trigger for her, and then you see Sophia going through different emotions and see what she can do from this situation, how she can use this situation to further reinforce or further fulfill her goals when it comes to taking down Penguin. It's just so sick to see how there's so much psychology being used in this show, and I feel like the way the characters are written and the way it's acted is so well done. Sophia is kind of the hero in a sense in this show as well, especially when you see the part where she's confronting the girl that she sees self-inflicted harms, and she begins to cry, and she begins to see that what she's going through, she might be going through, the girl, is what she went through, and she doesn't want her to go through that. Obviously, one big question remains is, where the hell is Batman? Like, obviously, I've been thinking that, okay, cool, what they might be doing is that he's maybe, focusing on something else. Maybe the situations are more macro scale for him. Maybe they're happening maybe again, like he's focusing on something. But then obviously you have that scene where there's an explosion, and I feel like that must, make Batman. It must grab Batman's attention, or Bruce Wayne's attention. My theory is maybe he is going through a active crime, maybe he's going through a active case perhaps, or maybe he might pull up on the next episode, I don't know, but it would be very interesting and very cool to see him making an appearance, and that sets off the next film. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what they do to explain why Batman was not appearing, or there was no sign of Batman even creating a sense of fear for the villains in this show. I feel like they probably have an answer. We're probably going to end up seeing why Batman didn't show up, and I feel like it will be interesting to see what route they took as well. But yeah, what do you guys think about this episode? Next week will be the last episode. I can't wait to watch it. And yeah,